Did you say that on The View the other day when you were on The View?
I didn't go on The View. They don't want me on there.
I thought you were on The View.
No, they don't like me anymore.
Why won't they have you?
Well, one time they wanted me to go on The View, right? So I was like up all night, like for a long time, because I was in my gambling days and stuff like that. And so the guy kept phoning me, the producer of The View, you know.
Yeah, and, Bill Geddes.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. And so he kept having like funny ideas I could do, you know.
Right.
Like they have those guys. You know?
Right.
So
here's a funny idea. Let's not talk about rape. Like ideas like that.
Is that bad?
No, it's fine with me. It's just funny. It strikes me with Norm and with me sometimes. You talk to producers about funny ideas maybe you shouldn't be doing.
Oh, they do that.
More do-nots than do's.
Yeah, they do that. They go, hey, don't swear on The View like you're going to swear. Like
right.
That retarded.
Here's an idea for your segment. Don't use the N-word.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? How did you end up offending?
So anyways, the guy kept following me with these crazy ideas. He'd go like, hey, why don't you come out with like a red wig on? And I'm like, why would I do that? And he goes, the gals are teasing Barbara about her new hair tint. I'm like, yeah, that seems all right. Because I'm trying to be nice. I have a hard time saying no, you know. So yeah, maybe. He goes, and then so finally I go, I'll think of something, you know. So and I'm at a poker table the whole time talking to him, and you know, because I used to play for like 7 hours straight, and so he keeps phoning. He's like, I got it, man. He's like, you carry out a cell phone onto the show, right? And then he goes, halfway during the show, your cell phone rings, you know, and it's your agent Morty, you know. So you pick it up, you're like, hey, man, I'm on The View. This is no time to talk here, Morty. You know, he goes, Morty's not on the line. You just pretend, you know.
Right.
And, this is a terrible time, Morty. I'm on the TV, you know. So I go, oh, yeah, that sounds good, you know, with no intention of really doing it.
Right. Now, what time did you go to bed that night?
I didn't go to bed. So
I'm
driving to the stupid View, right? And I go, I had this story about Cosby. So I go, I'll do that story about meeting Bill Cosby, you know. So I show up, and they put makeup on. I go, what are you going to talk about? I go, I'm cool, man. Just tell them, do you ever meet Bill Cosby? So as I'm walking in, the producer, unbeknownst to me, slips the cell phone in, you know. He goes, remember our bit? And I go, yeah.
You got out of the red wig, though.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have to do that. This is a lot. Got to be a long story. But what happened was,
it's good, though.
I went on to The View. And, you know, they're supposed to just talk to you. Now, this was when, this was a long time, but this was when President Bush was, he wasn't the president, he was running for the presidency. Right?
Right.
So I don't know nothing about politics.
Right.
But Ben Stein had called me, and he said that, you know Ben Stein?
Sure.
Yes.
And Ben Stein had called me and said, hey, George Bush is coming to L.A., and, you know, some celebrities are going to meet him. Would you like to meet him? And I go, yeah, that'd be cool, meeting a guy that might be to become the president.
Right.
So, you know, like, when Clinton came, like, there was, like, 10,000, like, Streisand and Schwarzenegger, everybody, you know, showed up. And then when Bush showed up, it was just me and Ben Stein.
He used to be a speechwriter for Nixon.
Yeah. That is a very sobering homecoming for Bush. Just Norm Macdonald and Ben Stein at the airport.
Good God. I got to talk to him for a half hour in the Air Force One. Anyway,
wow.
The story is I go on The View, and as soon as I get on The View, I'm all tired and everything. I'm like, all right, ladies, what's going on in the news? Bill Cosby? What's going on? And so all of a sudden, they show a picture of me standing next to George Bush, who's running for presidency, and they go, hey, check this out. Whoa, Norm, like, you know, as if it was a picture of Kurt Waldheim standing beside Hitler in the woods or something, you know? And I'm like, they're like, what's this all about? You know, like I'm crazy.
Right.
And I go, I don't know. So just to get on their nerves, I go, well, it's better than that last guy, Clinton. He murdered a guy. And so then Barbara Walters like went all crazy, and she's like, what did you say, young man, you know? And I'm like, oh, I thought it was a matter of public record, like I just tried to get more. I go, didn't he murder a guy? I heard he murdered that Vince Foster guy, and they pretended it was a suicide or something. And I'm like, isn't that a matter of public record? She's like, listen, you're treading on thin ice, mister. He just come out and call me mister. I'm like, no, I thought he murdered a guy. I said it about 6 times, you know. So and she's like, what about Bill Cosby?
To be fair to her, she thought you were Tim Meadows. To be fair to her.
So anyways, and so the whole audience is all in shock and awe and everything. They don't know how to react to this, all craziness. And all of a sudden, like, my cell phone rings, right?
You got the bit, yeah.
The bit. Morty's on the phone.
I forgot about it. It was coming from the speakers. I didn't know what it was like that. And so then it occurred to me, and I pull out the cell phone. I'm like, hey, Morty, this is a terrible time to call, right? So then Barbara walks and goes, what are you doing, you know? And I go, I don't know. So that retard in the back told me to pretend to...
And then it's about to go down. We're here to stay and run this town. Bring in the heat, bring in the energy. We're the queens of the festival, can't you see? We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, yeah, ooh. From dawn till dusk, we command the crowd's gaze. Every beat, every rhyme sets our souls ablaze. With swagger and style, we own this domain. In the realm of music, we reign supreme, no chain. Feel the rhythm pulsating through your veins. Our verses ignite, fire never wane. With each lyric we spit, each move we make, we carve our legacy, leaving jaws to quake. We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, I get it. Ooh. No crown needed, our all's the crown jewel in the kingdom of sound. We never play the fool with beats as our scepters and rhymes as our decree. We're the sovereigns of rhythm for all to see. So bow down to the queens as we own the night. In the kingdom of music, we're the guiding light. From the first note to the last, we'll always be the festival queens, forever wild and free.
Morty was calling, and then she goes, she just stared at me for like 3 seconds. She goes, you are one piece of work, mister.
Wow.
And that was the end of that.
She just said it was Vince Foster calling from the beyond.
It's calling from hell.